Hi, hello, welcome back to another video, and welcome to the Camp Western shopping video, because we have gotten to the end of the event. I'm recording this on Sundays. Obviously I have 2 more days left of Camp Western, but to have time to edit this and post this on Tuesday, when you're probably or maybe seeing this, I wanted to record this now. So yeah, it's gonna be my shopping video and my thoughts on the event. Obviously I've already bought the horses. That was last week's video, so please consider checking that out if you haven't already, if you want to see me buy all the horses and the mules. But today we're gonna buy the clothes. I've already gotten everything from the token shop, both last year stuff, which I got last year, and then this year stuff. But I haven't gotten everything from this shop yet. I've got the stuff when I got max shillings, but there's so much stuff here. I don't even know if I'm gonna get everything yet. Obviously I have last year's stuff, most of it, but I'm gonna get a lot of it. And obviously we also have, because I already own everything from the outlet shop. These are old things, and I already have like all of these pets. But what I'm excited about is also this store with Ilva, where I think I'm actually gonna buy everything here. We're gonna see how much I'm gonna buy with the rest. We're gonna see how much star coins I have left and also how many shillings. I've done some math, calculated. I have a full stack of summer tokens here. I also have like 300 more that I've put into my closet. We're gonna see how many of these I'm gonna use today. I usually save about 600 tokens every year from the summer events because there are 2 of them. Which I haven't right now. I only have 300 in my closet. But yeah, I've done some math about what is the most like profitable to exchange for, and it's gonna be saddles, saddle pads, leg wraps, and or like these stuff, or these like mane and tail decorations. Because if I exchange for all the one of those, all of them gonna total add up to 19,800 Jorvik shillings if I use essentially all of my summer tokens here in my backpack. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna do that, but let's start this event and let's start the shopping. I'm also gonna empty all of these things from the championship event. So I just realized I forgot to change server. I was gonna change server back to Airstar today, but I'm still on Avocado Island. I forgot that. I thought I changed server. Must have forgotten. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's a lot chiller here on Avocado Island. I've been here to do the championship ranks. The championship ranks isn't something I don't dislike it, but I don't think it is an incentive for me to do championships, but not much more else. Obviously gives me money. But you can get ribbons like this one. Let's sell that to see where we land. But I'm not a championship person. I don't really run championships, especially because I'm usually on Airstar. It's really hard to run championships on Airstar because there's just so many people. Like if you don't have like a level 14 horse, at least you probably not even gonna end up in like the top 5. And so on, which I have talked about before. You have to be really, really good to be able to place on Airstar, especially if you're like a high level like me. Which is why during events, during the championship ranks, I have always, except the first one, which was last summer, I have done all of them on other servers that are less populated because it's easier, basically. It still takes me until towards the end to get all the points, but I don't have to be like, I don't have to run multiple championships every day if I don't have the time, which, you know, I'm an adult, I have other things to do except, you know, play this game no matter how much I love it. And even though, you know, I make content about the game on both my YouTube and my Instagram. By the way, I guess I'm gonna shout out my Instagram. I'm Kaiser Dragon there too. Please consider following me. I post Star Stable photos and very rarely reels. When this video comes up, I should hopefully have posted my second reel. If not, it's coming up the same day as this video. But I also post a lot of my stories where you can get like IRL stuff as well as you know, Star Stable stuff. So yeah, that's my Instagram. Please consider following me there if you don't do so already. But yeah, we're kind of starting to run out of these championship rewards, but we do have enough to buy, because I think I bought everything that cost 9,900, so everything I left to buy is maximum 9,500, which you do have here. So yeah, the ribbons are very cute, the championship ribbons. I guess we can leave this one. We can go pick stuff up from my closet to sell as well. And we can look at all the ribbons. They're here. So these are all the ribbons for this championship rank. We have this little pig, which is... I should get closer to the head, but I can't. We have this pig, which is very cute. I love this kind of like that. Actually, I guess this is something that's on all of them. So wait, I need to do this. Like, of course, it's on the bay on the horse, but you know, like they have these like stitching around. It kind of looks like they're kind of made of felt, in my opinion. And obviously, they all have these cute designs in the middle. And I love that every championship rank, except the first one, have had a theme and then had ribbons themed around that. So I think it's really cute. They look handcrafted in the vibe, not the way handcrafted ribbons look in real life. I actually know how to make some very simple like horse ribbons by hand, and they don't really look at this. You don't have the stitching, but I think it's a nice touch since this is a graphic in a game. And I think they look very nice and very cute, and I love the overall aesthetic. What I oh, it's page 10. What I'm not as excited about is this the pink one. Like a lot of them are cute. Like this, I don't like this pink one. I understand why it's here. It's like the event we had this strength trial thing. I didn't think this ribbon was particularly fun. If it had been a later ribbon, I definitely wouldn't have like strived to get it. But it makes sense. It's an early ribbon. Love the pumpkin one. Might like make cute outfits for this during, fall. The guitar also super cute. Hey, Hyacinth. Eyes here. The guitar also like super cute. I used to play guitar, fun fact, when I was little, so I love this one, understandable if not everyone does. The golden chicken. I think this should have been later. Like, this is very cool. And I think we should have gotten golden chicken pet. Because, like... And now I want a golden chicken pet. Like, it could be a golden statue, or it could be a living with like a gold texture and a metallic like sheen to it. And like the glow effect on the gold pieces. Star Stable, give us golden chickens. The last one I really didn't like. It's just boring. I feel like this should have been a lot earlier. It should have been like before the pumpkin, because this isn't fun. And then the cowboy mule is like, this is the best one. It makes sense that this is the last one. But if I were gonna move this around, like this one would have been like here where the green one is, and then like the pumpkin, the guitar, and the chicken would all move up once up. And this is also a rooster. That isn't a chicken, that's a rooster. I know it's a chicken. But yeah, these should all move up one. This should be down here. I also think this one should have been the first one and the pig should have been the second one. But that's just my opinion. I guess actually while we're not shopping, we could look at something else that was new for this year that was released. Ribbons. This strength trial thing. Obviously there's a daily with it too, with Conrad. It's a very fun thing. We haven't had anything similar in the game, but it also doesn't it doesn't really add anything really. Like, it'd be fun if, like, because this would play, and you would try to match it. If you're playing on PC, I guess it's kind of late for a tip for you and I, but it doesn't actually stop until you release your mouse button. So you can press down and hold here and wait for it to be in a good place. Now that's Sabine. But this is how I would do the daily. I would just go in, I'd hold and do something like that. Now I'm Conrad. And it usually wouldn't take too long for me to get... Okay, yeah, now I got Sabine again. But I usually got it pretty quickly. So, yeah. I feel like it would be fun as a mini game. Like, I would prefer it more if it was like, you know, the dance disco mini game we have for Pinta, where you get like an effect afterward. If we got like some cute effect, like it could be some like, because that has a glow effect around the character. But if we got like an effect of maybe like cute little like cartoon pig faces, like hovering in the air, maybe fading in and out around the character, and it could be like in the color, maybe flowers as well, and they could be like in the color of like how well you hit. Then it would be more, because then you can use that to take photos much more than you could with this. I guess talking about photo props, we have this one. I love it. I haven't actually used it because I've been busy in real life and hadn't had time to, dress up and take photos. But I would have loved to make an edit with it. I just didn't have the time to do so, or energy, because I've had to do a lot of other stuff. But yeah, we were gonna get stuff from my closet to sell for money. I got distracted. And pumpkin, that's where my pumpkin bed is from. I loved growing these pumpkins with Dorith and Jasper, and we can look at Dorith. She's updated, and I love that they're updating like more and more NPCs. I love that Dorith got an upgrade because like she's so cute, she's so sweet. She looks, her clothes, just the apron. I love her. But it made sense to upgrade Jasper too, but I guess I understand there isn't resources to do everything. But also it makes sense to do Jasper because you meet him a lot earlier in the game. And I mean, it's been like 8 years now since, almost 8 years since, no, it is almost 7 years now since the Silverglade texture update. So we have been in almost 8 years of limbo of how long does it take to update all the textures in the game, and we still have some day one textures in the game like Jasper. That's about to be 14 years now in September. So yeah. We're just gonna grab some stuff. Do I have any horse gear to sell? Yes, I do. Let's sell some of these saddles. We do have extra ribbons actually to sell too that I haven't, that I have gotten out of, so we can sell all of those. Don't get a lot for selling these, but we can grab a couple. We also have clothes. These are all from the archaeology in Epona, by the way, from the extra interesting finds that you can trade with whatever his name is at the manor behind New Year's Quest. It's a great way to build a bank, but I haven't had the energy to do it, so I'm kind of low on funds. But I should probably be able to get it, get enough of it to buy something more now. I do love all of the clothes at like Camp Western because we don't have a lot of other like Western clothing in the game. Or like at least not that I buy. I usually buy most of my stuff at festivals. I rarely buy new stuff that comes out that isn't festival stuff because I'm always saving my star coins for festivals and festival like horses I like because I get a little more gameplay out of that. So it's not often. Okay, so we need a little bit more. Maybe we're just gonna grab some saddles then. Two, because these sell for what? Yeah, 900 each. I think that's gonna be good enough, perhaps. Yeah, that is good enough. I did the math correctly. So I don't actually shop a lot for the stuff, so I like that we have different festivals where we get different style of clothing, so I still get, you know, a well-rounded closet, I guess. Yeah, I guess the next thing we're gonna be aiming for is that saddle. We'll see how this goes. Oh, yeah, we got to level 13. I finally got around to training my equestrian festival horses. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. So I have one equestrian festival horse left, which is Demon Warrior, aka Travis, and then I can finally train my mule, Fritz. I was hoping to get around to training him during Camp Western, but obviously that's not gonna happen. I have like this horse and a whole other horse to train. I guess like most of the stuff is old stuff. The new stuff does include these pumpkin growing things, and I did enjoy it. I didn't understand they were supposed to like pick a side. Obviously it worked to not pick a side because during the end event, like the performance stuff, I like both won. But there was a bug because I did a quest with Bella, and Bella had done like both of their quests, both of them every day too, and it still said Jasper won. But for me, like I'd done all Dorothy's quest every day and all of Jasper's quest every day, and both of them were winners. I guess there were some bugs, but yeah, I did both of them every day. I didn't understand you're supposed to pick a side. I don't always pick sides and stuff. But I guess a lot of people pick Jasper's side, which I think is like odd. I think Dorothy's a lot kinder and sweeter than Jasper. He's a little bit funny and grumpy. Like I don't dislike Jasper, but come on, Dorothy. But yeah, I did enjoy it. The quests the dailies were very fun. Like like the water stuff always was mechanical to had, and the searching for the mule with the fertilizer. Like that's not a mechanic I've personally seen in the game before. I think that was something new they were trying. Like it's told to go right, left, and sometimes it was a little bit tricky because you didn't know where to go. When it was, I would go here, and I was technically supposed to go like the 180 degrees the other way, and they would tell me to go like right, and I was like, oh, I'm going right, and then I would get confused and like tell me left again and stuff. So it didn't work perfectly, but it was very fun. I would love to see like more quests like that to look for something and get directions like that. And I also love there was our horse who was telling us to do these things. And of course, I love the pumpkin pet, and so excited, Lisa's new song. Are you ready for the country? Yeah, is it my favorite song by Lisa? No. But I'm just so glad she's releasing music again. Because I want more like Lisa music, I want more Nomi music. Obviously, like Nomi's had released a single in February this year. Funniest thing. But like I want more Nomi stuff, and obviously Nomi's like posting stuff that she's like at the studio recording a lot on her Instagram story, and I'm like, we're getting more music, and I hope so. So yeah, that is obviously going down. But I'm used to how we got Lisa music again. I want more Star Stable like music from like the Miscreants would obviously be something I would love, especially because Browsing Collection, the real life band, record all of the Miscreants songs, is one of my favorite bands. They have like recently like one of the members quit and the new member joined. So I don't know if like that's gonna affect if they're gonna come back to make music or for like Star Stable or whatnot. But I love Browser Collection and I would love to have more Miscreant songs too, because like it's in no shade like DJ Kai and Lisa, and especially like Lisa's songs, but Miscreants is a little bit more towards like my taste in music. It's actually kind of what got me into rock in the beginning when I was younger. So you know, that's fun and I would love to see more of that. I guess all those. This is really gonna get me a lot though. I really need to start doing doing more archaeology again, because like this is not gonna bode well for Halloween. We're almost out of shillings, you know. But you know, we're gonna do our best. Okay, I kind of need to stop the music because it's kind of distracting me. But I love that we can play the music here. I would love to be able to like dance on the stage and stuff too with like your friends. Nothing here is super expensive right now. Okay, some of them is like 80. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna spend star coins in that store then. Just as long as we can get like all the cheap stuff. I do like a lot of this stuff. I loved this shirt. I want more shirts like this. I guess like because it's I love that we have this like turtleneck and then we have a t-shirt over it. Like it's like a thinner model of shirt. Like it's not a sweatshirt. It's just a pullover. Is that how you say it? Long sleeved t-shirt. That's what I'm looking for. Not a pullover. That's also a sweater. Also love when we get like more subtle earrings. Like you can't always tell from a distance, but you can tell like close-ups and profile pictures, and that's great. So 9,500 again to get that red saddle, which also maybe unpopular opinion, but I love that we get the colorful tack again, because you can make very fun outfits with that. And we have gotten like I'd rather have something unique that might not be everybody's taste, like, you know, these saddles or this red saddle, than having just like we already have like obviously our body, we already have black Western saddles with studs. Like how many more black Western saddles with studs can we get before we have all of them? I'd rather have something more unique, that have more other details or colors that I can mix and match. I don't just have like 50 of almost the same saddle. So I'm very glad we got those. And I understand they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I would love to have that so that I don't just end up with like 50 of the same saddle, because that's, you know, not what we want. Let's see how far we can get with these, because yeah, then we don't have anything else after this to take from. So no, we're gonna buy a couple of more saddles. So that would be 8. This would be 9. This won't actually be enough though. Let's grab something else to sell. I guess the more new things would also be the new like mud races with that's probably gonna be too much though. Let's just grab a leg wrap. It's the new like mud race with Scott, both of them. I like that we utilized the like slipper texture that's on the ice and something else that's already been utilized in, you know, championships, but I like to see it, you know, in a race too. It makes it more fun, interesting, different from other races, so very much appreciated. We want that in every race, but it isn't wrong to have it where it currently is, you know. I really like that. And I also really liked the idea of like animals being able to chase you in the second race, because I don't know if people remember this, for the first year of Camp Western, you did get tokens for doing the normal Fairgo races, because that was before we had purple races that you could do infinite amount of times in a day in the game. We didn't have that yet. You got tokens for doing the Fairgrove races every day, but you could also the first week get chased by wolves while doing the race, so you had to stock up on like wolf repellent or beast repellent or whatever it's called. But then they fixed that, turned it off, so you didn't get chased by wolves. And I have missed being able to do, like, I would like to see that, which was the first year of Camp Western again, where normal dailies from around the area of the event gets incorporated to the event, because it makes, I don't know, it makes it feel like this isn't just something that's happening on the world, it's happening in the world, connected to the in-game world much more, if that makes sense. So I would love to see that again. And am I gonna try, yeah, I guess I'm gonna grab a couple more saddles and then see like where it all goes, what I can buy with it. So I would love to see that again, but obviously I knew it was possible to do that, I just didn't think they would, so I like the idea of it, but since I have so much beast repellent, it doesn't really make a major difference for me. It's like either I get around it or I don't, but it made it feel like more, I guess realistic, which isn't really something I was looking for in video games, but I don't know. Let's see how far we can get with all these saddles, and be careful we don't sell the red one, because we don't want that. But so it was fun. Obviously the chests and horses are all like old. There was one more chest every day one more horse every day this year. I think maybe it was chest too, I can't remember, but you know, looking for chests and the horses. I like it. But I don't have the energy to look for them every day. Sometimes I would find some when I was like running around doing the dailies. But most days I would literally just go on Instagram. I would go on either Nova Popperberg's Instagram, because they post on their story every day the coordinates for them, and I would put out a waypoint. Or I would go, and this is what I mostly did after I realized this was also a person who's doing it, and that's sob.autumnleaf, who would post like all the horses' locations, all the chest location with coordinates, and also a small picture of where they were in a short description. So I didn't have to look at the map. I could usually just look at the picture and see where it was, or I would look at the picture and read the description and figure out what it was, where it was. So I didn't have to like go look at the coordinates. Just a little better for like mobile players, because you can't actually put out coordinate waypoints on mobile. If you didn't know that, because I didn't know that, but Bella told me, because she was not at home and was doing the event on her phone one day, and I was like, I couldn't put out waypoints. It was really annoying. So yeah, do we have anything else that's like 9,500? I don't think we have. So have we bought everything? Now we can move on to 900 stuff. Let's get this pretty blast. I love shirts of this model. I want us to get much more models of this shirt. I've talked about this. I want one in the flower patterns that is buttoned down and has a matching skirt in the same pattern, that they fit seamlessly, and also have buttons all the way down, so it looks like a dress, the buttons all the way. Because I had a dress like that when I was younger, that was from, like, it was vintage, I guess. I don't have any photos of it, because it actually never fit me, so eventually I donated it, because it was way too big for me, because I was a very, very skinny child. Like, I was underweight, I was very small, and this was, it was a hand-me-down from my older relative, who was older than an adult when I was a child, but like from her childhood, but it never fit me, so we donated it. But I really like the style of it. It had like puffy sleeves. It was like light blue with white flowers, and I want that. And like I want so many dresses like that. What is the combo of skirt and this blouse? Star Staple, give me the vintage. Like scratch the vintage itch. I think we're about to run out. We start have to buy with star coins, and then it's gonna go much faster. What else do I have to buy? I guess we have the dailies. There were no new dailies this year. It's, you know, the delivery quest, the fetch quest of like getting the delivery from the by the river and delivering stuff to rangers and Fairgrove. There was also, you know, grabbing planks by the mine. It was getting the horses underwater. That's the most annoying one because of the bull. Helping the foal, finding the missing dog. Was there anything else? There probably wasn't, just can't remember. Yeah. Like, they're nothing special, but they're fun. I like to have them. I think maybe the board can be confusing for new players. What I don't like is this stage drone, because recyclables can spawn like back here, but since the stitch is here, you can't get to them, and the sparkling telling me there's a recyclable there and I can't pick it up, it drives me mad. I don't like that. Otherwise, I really like the recreating of Camp Western this year. I like how these horses have this little like corral that I feel like is realistic. I've never been to like any type of Western event. I live in Sweden. Western riding is very rare. Alone, we don't have Western events really, not big ones at least, not like you have, you know, in parts of America. I also like that they changed this, and I hope this leaves after the event, because this looks a lot better for the horses than just them standing in the stalls all day. This, like, they have like this I mean, these lights aren't placed in the best places anymore since the walls are gone, but you know, that can be fixed. But I do like this. I like these things, so they're called the fair lights with the things, the flags. They're not called flags, but them I like. These like banners, I guess, and the logo and the colors. I really like. Come on. I really like these balloons over here by Conrad. They are horse-shaped, and I desperately want a horse balloon pet. Like, we have a balloon pet in game. Could we like apply the behavior of that, except the stretching maybe, and like when it like squeezes down the saddlebag, but like the floating around stuff of these balloons, which is mostly just the movement and the string, I think. Don't call me that. I'm not an animator. Animating is hard. I have mad respect for people who can animate, but like, and get the horse balloon, Star Staple, pretty please. 14th birthday, maybe. So do you like that? Like the new pets, the chicken and the cat here, and also the dog and the cat you can get, which is also not something new. I like mining for gold, but I like anything that's repetitive, gives XP and can be sold for shillings, so, you know, it's a good time, the same way I can, you know, will do with the light to Hollywoods. So, you know, I think that was like everything about the event, and you know, we have run out of shillings. We haven't actually, we have a little bit left we can get, so we can see how much more we can get for shillings, and then we're just gonna, you know, continue, I guess. Yeah, now we have, those are the final ones. Let's see what we can buy with this. And then we're gonna have to move on to my star coins. I'm glad I bought star coins during the double weekend. Mostly because I guess I can spoil this for you. It's not a spoiler, it's you know, telling you what's ahead. I'm planning to do like I was gonna do like a preparing for fall shopping spree. I think it's gonna be it is fall shopping spree, because we're gonna be well into fall by the time you get that video. on your feeds. But yeah, so I bought Star Wars for that, but I'm glad I did, because it looks like I'm gonna be a Western shopping spree instead right now. So yeah, we can get this halter actually. That might be pretty good, because that's pretty expensive still. Yeah, I think that halter is gonna be a good deal. Yeah, now we're moving on to the star coins. We're gonna get this red hat. I have been wanting a red hat in this model for so long. Let me tell you why. In Sweden, there is a theme park. This theme park is called High Chaparral. High Chaparral is not a theme park full of roller coasters and stuff, but it's more of like an immersive theme park that is kind of recreating the Old West, like vibe aesthetic. They have shows, they have people that go around dressed in like the old clothes of the area, and kids can kind of like search for gold in the river, and if you do, you get this like sheriff star if you trade it in. There is one attraction where you go on an old style train, and then the train is robbed while you're on it, and it was terrifying as a child. It's obviously actors, but I was sitting there really scared. I went on it twice because we've been there twice. And also my dad, you can buy kids these like toy guns that you put, this is gonna sound so wild, you put real gunpowder in them, but it's tiny amounts in these like rings that you buy. So it's gonna make a loud sound, and it's gonna smell of like gun smoke, but it's not an actual bullet, it's just a sound. So my dad got me and my older brother a gun each. I got a golden one, my brother got a silver one. We just got like normal revolvers, but they were like big hunting guns and stuff as well, like toy ones, but in metal. But those are very expensive. My dad got me and my older brother each like these small toy guns, and also each of us got a cowboy hat. And my sister also got a cowboy hat, my older sister, but she didn't want a gun, she only wanted a hat. And my dad bought me a bright red one. It was like plastic with this like fake cover on it that made it look like kind of like mocha. But yeah, and I was maybe like 6 or 7 at the time, so I had a golden gun and a bright red cowboy hat, and I'm not sure, maybe I still have that cowboy hat somewhere, but that's like a shadow memory. And I kind of want a red cowboy hat in game in this model, because it was this shape. It actually had a black, I think, belt around. It also had like a black string that hang underneath. So yeah, that's the story of why I wanted a red cowboy hat. Because my dad bought one for me when I was a kid at High Chaparral. And a revolver, but we don't need to talk about that. I do have the revolver still somewhere. I don't have the gunpowder for it. But yeah. Wild times in the late 2000s. I was about to say early 2000s, but it wasn't. It was the second half of the 2000s. Might even have been 2010. If I was 7, it was 2009. If I was 8, it was 2010. So yeah, wild times. I don't even know if High Chaparral is still open, because I think it flooded a couple of years ago. I don't know, maybe, hopefully they rebuilt it, because it's kind of a unique theme park, but yeah. That's the thing. These bracelets are so cute. I really want them. I want them so much. We're gonna buy those. I mean, we haven't gone under 20,000 star coins yet, so it's not too bad, but we're about to. Like, soon. These are really cute. These would be really cute in like winter, I think. Because like they're really cute red, and I like these actually a lot more than the red and white leg wraps I already own for winter. It's just about like what style pie you can match. These are gonna be great for Christmas. Pick these up, guys, if you want, obviously. These heart-shaped earrings, also super cute, and the picnic blanket. Obviously, I need the picnic blanket. It is adorable. Like, this black saddle pad and this blouse in spring is gonna look so good. We're gonna obviously pick up all the bridles too. I was unsure if I was gonna buy all of them, but at this point I have got all of the saddles. I'm gonna need all the bridles or they're useless. I'm not sure what I feel about these skinny chaps. They're full length. Like, I've never seen chaps like these before. Probably because I'm not well versed in the Western fashion. All like Western style chaps I've seen have been wider. Which I mostly seen in like pictures online or like magazines. So these just look odd to me. I don't know if I'm gonna buy all these. I'm gonna skip these for now. Might come back for them. I'm also gonna skip the gloves because I also often, as you can see, don't really use gloves in the Western outfits. Don't know if that's like taboo or something, but I also feel like you can probably match them a lot of other things, especially the black, white one. I think there's a lot of gloves in about this shade too, and also with like, if you're not super close to other things, you can also get away with not exactly matching the shade. This reddish one might be harder. I do love cap. Oh wait, actually, bag is basically full. Let's go unload. So, oh sorry, wait, here. We have a lot of stuff right now. I think this one is the one that goes with that one, and then that one will go with this one, and that one with this one. This one should be the one that goes with that one. And that one should be the one that goes with that one. Wait. Why do I have so much space between here? There's anything else there. That's supposed to go there then. Some like cell pad, leg wraps, baby cell bags, and basically there. The same like bridal cell pad, leg wraps, maybe cell bag under there. We're suddenly saving so much space in the closet. After that, we're obviously gonna put in this one. Yeah, okay, let's just put them in this order. And now it's only clothes left. I love this bracelet. I love that we started getting bracelets. We got that already for summer days, where we got these like where are they? Chunky silver and gold bracelets, which you can't even tell because I'm wearing a long sleeve jacket. But they're very cute. I really like them. So, you know, very glad we have those. Oh, actually, new thing to kind of about is also the token sets. I love this jacket. I love any jacket in this model. I want them all. I want 50 of them. There might be at this point, but you know, I don't own all of them, but I kind of want to one day. I love it. It's a little bit oversized, a little bit chunky, it's a little bit longer. It was so crazy. We got the first denim jacket on 10th birthday, this model, and I was like, oh my god, think about all the cool stuff we can have in this model. And now we have all the cool stuff in this model, and I love it. Love the hat and the boots. I need more basic cowboy stuff because I don't have a lot. Haven't used this yet, but I love that it's blue and white. It's very cute. I think it could be nice for a summer outfit. It could be nice for like going to a disco. I like the shorts. Oh wait, no, this is okay, we need to move everything one step because I miscalculated on how many accessories that outfit had. There. Because I already had bought these shorts when I reached max shillings. But I love that we got these shorts with these like belts, these decorative belts, because there's something new. I don't know if I want them in every color, because like obviously these are white with gold, that's easier, but these have a red and silver belt. I feel like then you need more red in the outfit and it works with the outfit they're meant for, but I also want pieces that are versatile. I can use a lot of pieces. A lot of outfits. So I don't know if I want them like all like that, like much more, but they are unique, and once again, I want more unique pieces, but also pieces that are versatile. But there also aren't really like good options to use instead. Should we just start up here from the top now? We have this cute t-shirt. I love all like the Lisa merch we get at Camp Western. Like we already have the Lisa Peterson shirts from like the first year and maybe the second year too. I think they call like the Tractor Rocker set. There's a black one and a green one. Now we have for a new single, Are You Ready For It? And I love it. I saw so many people buy this shirt and then take photos together and then obviously use the Taylor Swift song Are You Ready For It instead. It was really fun. Saw so many people with that. Like these shorts are more like the white ones too, like more versatile. I'm fine with it, even though this is a more like bronzy gold. Yeah, like I'm gonna get these. I don't know when I'm gonna use green Western boots, but they are versatile. I'm gonna skip these white gloves because I already have a lot of white gloves, even Western gloves with these fringes. So I'm gonna skip those. This hat is unique though. I love like the stitching and the detailing on the brim. So that is coming home with me. The bridle is also, since the saddle is already in my possession. These ones, I think these might go with a saddle pad I have in like an English saddle pad too. So that also makes it more versatile. And I love these golden earrings. That's a heart. Hearts are so cute, and this is a very basic, simple. I'm gonna be able to use that in a lot of outfits. I guess let's continue with the Mississippi Fog set, which I already talked about. I love this shirt. It's a little bit more edgy, and I do love that. I think we need more style, more like clothing in this style too in Star Stable, because I like this style of clothing. Once again, it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but it is my cup of tea, and I do really like it. So it's all come home with me. I'm gonna come back to the gloves. They are very cool, but I'm not sure about them. And also my bag is full to the brim because this is a shopping spree. Let's see, page 11. I do like that we get more of these. I would have gotten like more of these like bandana masks this year, because last year we got these ones that are patterned, and I would have loved to gotten more patterned one this year, because yeah, I think this one was the one. I don't remember which one we got from Scott last year. It was one of them. They look good. I would have loved to gotten a red pattern one, because obviously we have, this is the first one from the first year, and it's red. Could we get a red one with those patterns? That would be cool. I'm not complaining about having a green one. The color versatility is also great, but I do prefer the pattern ones over the green ones. Also, a little thing with these bandanas, when you have a hair that doesn't cover by the ears, is that it just ends by the ears. I understand why, like from a technical standpoint, especially having done a bit of 3D modeling in the past, this would be harder to get it to go around without clipping with like ears, and mostly you're gonna photograph from the front, but if you have a little bit of an angle, it starts looking weird. So you kind of need a hairstyle that's covering that, and it makes it less versatile. Which is all we're talking about right now. Versatility is all the rage these days. But no, makes sense. I'm gonna leave a slot in case I change mine and get the gloves. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone stand again. I'm not good at this. But I doubt it. I will love, like, these have fall colors. Like now, the beginning of fall, like beginning of September. It's the last of August today when I'm recording, I think. Yeah, I'm really bad at dates. It's lucky my watch tells me what date it is, or I wouldn't know, like literally. Or I guess my phone would tell me then, but I've never been good at keeping tracks of dates, and if you're not from Sweden, let me tell you about this. In Sweden, we track weeks. Like, if you make plans with someone, or especially if you're looking to attend like an event, or like there might be something at work or at school, they might tell you what week it is happening. Sometimes they won't tell you the dates, just the week. So if they tell me it's happening in week 15, I don't know when that is. Like, I know week 1, 2, 3, 4, that's January. And like I could probably figure out in February too. But when I get into like June and past that, I don't know which week is which. I don't know how many weeks there is in a year. As a Swedish person, I should know this. I need to know this. I don't know this. I have to Google. If someone tells me we're doing this and this and this a week, and I can't ask them the dates of that because they don't know, because they only keep track of the weeks. And it can be like, we're doing this over the weekend this week, and like the week, like week 13 maybe. Then I have to Google which dates is week 13, 2025. Because I don't know. Could we please stop counting weeks? It doesn't make sense. Please and thank you. I don't like counting weeks. Oh, these earrings. I've already talked about them. I love them. I want them. The studs and the little like earring, the piercing, it's so good. I don't know about the boots. I might return those. I think I want this brown hat. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the boots that match it. I don't have a lot of black Western hats, but did you just buy one with studs on it? I'm gonna get the white one, or I do actually already have a white one. I don't have white boots without flowers though. Actually, I have 3 white ones. I have the white with sparkles, the white with pink flowers, and the white one I just bought from the cactus. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to those. We might be done in that store. What we are not done with is Ylva's store with these amazing accessories. I'm gonna get them all, obviously. We have the potato earrings. They're amazing. They're cute, adorable. I need them. We have the cherry earrings. Amazing. Have to get those. We have new elf ears. Ah! I love the elf ears. What I have both the green ones and the ones that will match your skin tone. So, like, if you have a different skin tone than my character have, then these ears are gonna be that skin tone that your character has. And if you change your character's skin tone, these elf ears will change to that skin tone. So if anyone's like, if you also like have like a light skin tone, you might like, why isn't there a dark skin tone one? It's because these automatically match your character's skin tone. So also if you change your skin tone, these are gonna change. What I'm so excited about is that we have these white ones, because I used to be one of those people that always wore the vampire makeup, and then I would put on the elf ears. The elf ears would match with the skin tone my character had, but they would look weird because my character's face was like printer paper white because I had a vampire makeup on. So these I'm gonna buy these ones. I'm not sure about the green ones yet. Obviously I have the green face paint too, but I don't really use it, so we're gonna see. But I'm gonna get the white ones for if I want to be a vampire again. I'm not usually a lot anymore because I don't like how it blends down on the neck nowadays. I don't like that it's visible. And I'm gonna get the ones that match my skin tone. I'm gonna get the skin tone ones here too. Might come back for those, and then I'm gonna get all the different berry ones. This is halftone. What's that in English? I don't know, but we're getting these. We're getting the what is Tranbär? I know this one. Cranberry. Getting the cranberries. Also like very fall. We're getting the belladonna. That's poisonous. I was told Bella she had to get those. I had to remind Bella to buy these because she's called Bella and she likes being a menace. She would love to have poisonous earrings. In game, not in real life. Snowberry. I don't know if that's a real berry, but you know, let's buy it. Blueberries, very important. I went blueberry picking a couple weeks ago with Bella. That was also my Instagram story. Follow my Instagram. I'm not gonna do a whole plug again. That's gonna be annoying. But follow my Instagram. We're gonna put all this away now. It would be kind of great to have an accessory tab, I think, in the wardrobe. Oh wait, clothes. So, oh wait, we're gonna leave one space in case I go back and get the gloves from the Mississippi fog set. Then we're gonna leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, I think. Should be enough, otherwise they're gonna be afterwards. And put all my earrings and all my accessories down. And I'm so excited. Because it's been so long since we got like such a variety of accessories that weren't part of a specific set. Like usually we get something like this headband, which is always a hat, or like these were from a quest, so either quest rewards or part of a set. So we have these earrings are part of this set, these glasses are part of that set, this is part of this set too. These glasses are part of a set. These are part of a set. These are part of a set. So are these. These are not. These are Pride earrings from last year. So I guess like Pride last year would have been when we got earrings that weren't related to a set. Like that. They were or weren't quest accessories. Those are set. Those are part of a set. Those are part of this set, but you got those from the advent calendar, and these were bought from the store. That's why they're not. That's why they're apart. Yeah, those are part of a set, and so they're all part of a set. We get it. I mean, this actually haven't been as expensive in star coins as I was expecting, so maybe I will splurge. I need the lingon ones. Like a lingonberry jam is a staple in Swedish cuisine. We had them with meatballs, we had them with pan beef, which is very similar to meatballs, but it's like a little bit bigger and flatter. And you also serve it with like caramelized onions. With meats. When I grew up, we had it with porridge. Let's get just all of these. Let's tell them we want by like giving the numbers, the sale numbers. We want more of stuff like this. Give it to us. Can you all tell it's really late at night and I'm getting tired. So yeah, I actually really like these gloves. I think I'm gonna be able to wear them at the disco if I want to make like a city outfit or something, so I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna skip all of these gloves. They're not that important. I'm gonna get those ones because I feel like I could probably style those pretty well. I'm gonna come back for the rest, potentially. I'm gonna get the boots to match the chaps, and then I'm gonna get the hat that matches. Yeah, I'm gonna skip all the gloves. The only gloves I got were the bracelets, but that makes sense because they're unique. Should I just get all the boots and the chaps and the hats? Let's do it. Camp Western is only once a year. I do this every festival, but I'm also a collector and I don't have the amount of time for, gaming I used to have as a little kid, where I could, save up money every day and buy one piece every day, and then I didn't really have, once upon a time I didn't spend any star coins. on events, except for things that you could only buy for star coins. Like that was into high school. I was driving myself crazy because I was also like doing like as I talked about in, I don't know if it was a training chit chat or no, it was my horse buying video, so last week's video. I talked about how I'm gonna leave one slot, so this isn't gonna fit all of them actually. So we're gonna see. We're gonna leave one slot open, then we're gonna do that one and that one and that one. We would need one more thing. Or actually, what we could do is just move all these one up one. As if it isn't really this. Oh, it's not exactly the same thing. I'll fall by earrings and stuff, and you know we can put all these ears down here, so we have all of them in one place at least, even if we don't have the cowboy boots and stuff all in one place. We can do the white ones next. I don't know, these are not in the order I bought them, but those ones, and I'm gonna do the red ones and leave one slot for the chaps, and then the black ones, and now we've almost bought everything that is relevant. The gloves aren't relevant. It's so easy to match with other ones, like maybe the red ones, but also like it can just, I have barely worn gloves. I'm wearing rings right now, but otherwise I have barely worn gloves all of Camp Western. I don't really prioritize gloves for my Western outfits. It feels less Westerny, I guess. And we spent, I don't know how many star coins we spent. A few thousand definitely. Wait, no, it needs to. Oh, I moved too short. Wait. And the belladonna, and the snow, and the blue, and the lingonberry, and these ones. And then these can all move up one. And the red ones, and then the black ones. There we have it. We bought everything on Camp Western. Is there anything I forgot to talk about? I talked about pumpkins. I guess we can briefly talk about the wolves. I love them. I understand they can be annoying, but I love it. Feels wrong running for a grove and there are no wolves. I'm gonna miss them when they leave. Especially like I have a lot of wolf repellent. They don't really bother me. I've had like, I also have a lot of gold. Obviously I'm obsessed with collecting things. So yeah. Those aren't super hard to outrun. So I just think they're fun. I can understand why they're annoying for some people. I like them. I want them here all the time. Not in this capacity. But I would actually, maybe not even hunting me, but I would love to have wolves walking around, because, especially in the wolf den, because wolves are supposed to be a thing in Fear Grove. So why are there no wolf rest of the year? I understand why, but I want them here, and I love them. Same with the bears. There should be bears in the bear cave. Otherwise, it's not a bear cave. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video, my little shopping spree and my thoughts on the festival. Please let me know down below, what are your thoughts about Camp Western this year compared to other years, if you played, or like, do you like new things? What would you like to see done differently? And also, what are your thoughts on all the items? And you know, did you get any of them? Did you get all of them? Did you get none of them? Because none of them might have been your style. Let me know down below. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. It's probably a longer one. So thank you so much if you stuck through all the way, and please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. I make a lot of Star Stable videos, and I also make some Sims videos, and I am still not gonna tell you what else I'm working on because I haven't really finished it yet. So I'm working on recording some other games, and there might be some other games coming up on the channel too soon. So look out for that. But yeah, I guess I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.